Hey guys, loving the World Cup at the moment. It's so good to see. I think it was a great game last night. Obviously ebbed and flow between Australia and India. India are going to be hard to beat. The one thing I have noticed is that the run rates seem to be really increasing. Like you've seen the South Africa game, they got over 400. Sri Lanka had a really high run rate as well. And even New Zealand scored the 283 very quickly at almost 8 and over. So I think it's going to become more of a norm seeing teams score 400, almost like the time when teams started scoring 300 and it became a lot more regular. And I think that's what's going to happen now. I think a lot of players are getting better at hitting the ball, power hitting, but also the touch sort of side of the game too. I also think that the wickets, the dew plays a real big factor into scoring runs as well. Like New Zealand, they really had better of the conditions. If you followed my page for a while, you'd know that I love power hitting. I love the idea of power hitting. I love the idea of having the ability to power hit when you need. A lot of guys just think that I'm just all about power hitting and all the time, just power hit the ball hard all the time. But obviously there's time and a place for power hitting. But the thing is, you need to have practiced the skill when the time arises. As you can see in India at the moment, you're playing on very different conditions in the same match almost. Like if you're batting first in the daylight and the pitch is a bit dry, it's going to turn and be slow. And then at night time when the lights come on and the dew's there, it's going to be faster and the outfield's going to be faster. So there's conditions are changing mid-game. It's one of the things I talk about is having all the options. Have the touch game, have the power game, have all the types of the game that you have, all the shots, so that you can use it depending on the situation. One thing for sure is that the run rates aren't going to go backwards. So once players and teams start hitting 400 more regularly, that's going to be the norm. England have come out of the last World Cup and came really hard and started scoring really big scores. It's the norm, and it's going to happen everywhere, and it's going to filter down into all sorts of cricket as well. You see in Sydney grade cricket, there's bigger scores every season. It's just the thing that happens. So as a batsman, it's wise for you to start being able to get your head around that and to start working on that yourself. Have game plans around that yourself. I have a power hitting program, and I'm also in the mix of creating a T20 batting program, which is going to be, use T20 batting for all types of cricket. So it's going to have the power component in there, but it's also going to have the touch game and the work game and all that sort of thing as well. List A game here in Australia yesterday, South Australia versus Tasmania. 435 played 398. Fraser McGurk 125 off 38 balls or something like that. Something really crazy. And if you watch every single ball of his innings, takes 8 minutes or something like that, the highlights of it. It's not just slogging, but he's very skillful at the shots he plays. And it was smart batting, and he gave his team a chance at winning that game. So if that's something you're interested in learning how to become better at that sort of stuff, send me a message. I'd love to work with you guys. Obviously got a 75% off discount on my power hitting program at the moment, so check that out. The link is in the bio for that. Just use code POWER to get the discount. Once the T20 program is about, then that will be full price again.